up, guys? Mike here, head trader, True Trading Group. First day of October 1st here, and a good day. It was a good way to start the week. Nice green day. Today was the day of double bottom gap ups. I traded 3 stocks today. All 3 gave me a double bottom gap up pattern, but unfortunately today is also the day of me getting shaken out. I still was able to finish the day green. I made a nice trade in CRMD. I made a nice trade in NBEV. But I was holding on to one last piece of my NBEV position, and I got shaken out in the afternoon, and the stock rallied on me going into the close. And then IGC, I got shaken out in the morning, and then that stock ends up rallying throughout the day. But I, still caught a nice trade. I caught a nice trade in NBEV, caught a nice trade in CRMD, and I got shaken out, stopped out for a loss on IGC. I'll go over those 3 trades with you, but all 3 essentially were like double bottom gap up patterns. It was a choppy day. The stocks really didn't make real clean, smooth moves. They kind of tested your patience a little bit. There was definitely a little bit of chop in here. Real quick, before I do get into this video, guys, tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. Okay, if you guys do not know, we open up the True Trading Group chat room for free tomorrow for everyone. All right, so if you guys want to come trade with me live tomorrow, go to truetradinggroup.com. Up on the top right-hand corner of the website, you'll see a header that says TTG Tuesday free. Click on that, register. You'll get a link that will allow you to that will give you access to our chat room tomorrow morning. I believe at 7:30 a.m. it'll open up Eastern time. It'll open up for you guys. So even if you're not a member, you can still come in for the day, trade with me, and kind of, get a feel for what goes on in TTG and throughout the day. So with that said, I'd love to see a lot of you guys in there in chat tomorrow. So now with that said, let's get into kind of my day. I'll start things off with NBEV. Let me pan this over. NBEV with this big gap up here today. And here's your double bottom gap up pattern, guys. Okay, here's your initial morning low off the gap up, push off the bell, fade it, pull back in, retest that initial low, and we stuck it, we held it, held that support. The trade line comes into play, and you see the trade line started to act as an area of support. I got long right here on a tier 1 position at 670 on NBEV. I'll take it to my trade announcements. Here it is at 951. Long tier 1 NBEV 670, stop loss 640. I'll add tier 2 through 685. All right. Let's go back to the chart. 685, why 685? That was VWAP at the time. Okay, that's why I said through that area, I'm going to add tier 2. You can see we popped our head right back through VWAP. I added tier 2 right there in that candle as we popped through VWAP. And you can see VWAP started to hold support. That gave the trade line enough time to catch up. And then we got a beautiful, I'll use a different circle here. We got a beautiful trade line VWAP crossover right here. As you can see, the trade line crossed over VWAP, and that pushed the stock up through the high of the day. And I sold the bulk of my position. Let me go back and delete some of this, make it a little bit more clear for you guys. All right, my first take profit was here in front of the high of the day. Take you back to my trade announcements. Let's see. Sorry, I had to break my screenshot up into 2 because we have a pretty active day today in chat. Here we go. Took some profit at 717, and then 1033. I took my bulk of my position off the table at 742. That's right into here was the bulk of my position. So there's some of my position. There's the bulk of it, and then I held on to one last piece. All right, because I thought if we got through 750, I thought that NBEV was going to make a run for it. And I was holding on to this one last piece. We came down here. We tested VWAP. Okay, VWAP held. We violated it real quick, but then recovered VWAP very quickly. Held it again. So I was looking at VWAP as my stop loss. So I held through all this looking for an afternoon rally. And then I had to get this dip. Okay, coming right out of lunchtime, we get this dip and this big volume bar and that sell to the downside. And that's when I exited. I exited this trade right here at 705. My final piece that I was holding, I was still holding about 25% of my position, looking for follow through in the afternoon, and I got shaken out of it right there. Okay, you see the trade line was acting as resistance. We broke below that support at VWAP. We tried to bounce back, and you guys can see right here, we got denied at VWAP, and the trade line was coming over, crossing over VWAP to the downside. And I thought that was kind of the sell signal, and I exited right there at 705. And as soon as I exit at 705, stock goes down to 681, and then just puts its foot in the ground, does a complete 180, and just runs into the close, and is now trading above $9 there after market. So that was frustrating. I held on to this position for so long, guys. I held through all of that on that last final piece of my position. So to get stopped out right there, or get shaken out and have the stock run on me in the afternoon was frustrating. Still a nice trade. Okay, long at 670, added around 685, took some off at 717, sold the bulk at 742, so still a nice trade, and then out my last piece at 705 instead of being out at 8 or 850. So could have been a better day, but can't complain. I'm still profitable on the day. That's your job as a trader. Your job as a trader is not to catch a stock's entire move. Your job as a trader is to make money. So whenever you come out of the day and you made money, pat yourself on the back. Don't ever beat yourself up because you didn't make enough. Your job as a trader is to make money, not catch a stock's entire move. Remember that. All right. So there's that NBEV trade. Next, CRMD, another double bottom gap up. All right. We gap up, put in that initial morning low, push higher, pull ourselves back in. That initial morning low holds, rally back up. We get some resistance there at VWAP. We push ourselves higher. I enter this trade right here at 127. Let's see, where is my trade alert? Here it is at 1019, long CRMD at 127, stop loss 120. All right, and then we got, I got long there just because I'm looking at that trade line view of crossover right there. We got the cross, we push ourselves up through the high of the day, and I started taking profit off at CRMD at 135, and then I sold the bulk of my position at 142 right here. Was the bulk of my position that I sold. The high of the day was actually 143, so I was a penny off the high of the day there. And then I sold out of my last final piece right there as we broke back below VWAP is where I exited, sold out remaining CRMD 124. All right, so a small loss on that last piece of my position, but a decent little trade on the bulk of my position on that CRMD. All right, and again, double bottom gap up pattern. Next, IGC. This one got me. This one I was looking for similar double bottom gap up pattern. You had your initial morning low on the gap up. We pulled in. We broke that low, okay, but we held the trade line. So that's when I still hung in there, and I was looking for a break above VWAP to add to the position. So you can see at 940, I got long a tier 1 IGC at 775 with a stop loss around 730, saying that I'll add tier 2 through 8. Okay, that was my plan with IGC. So we pulled down in here and we held the trade line, bounced back up. I thought we were gonna push through here, but once we found resistance, got denied at VWAP and rolled back over, broke below the trade line, and this is actually a new low of the day. I got stopped out. Okay, this previous low was 728. This low is 716, and I sold out of this position at 725. So as the stock broke the low of the day right on this candle is when I got stopped out of this position. And as soon as I get stopped out, bang, it shoots right back through VWAP and ends up rallying later on in the afternoon, trading up here almost at 10 bucks. So that sucked. I got shaken out of that one. It had to break the low of the day, not once, but twice before it made its move. That was just a tough trade for me. I gave up on it after the second low of the day break. I thought that was showing me a sign of weakness, but it just, did a complete 180 and just ran right back up through VWAP. So a choppy day today. These stocks really didn't make clear moves until late in the day. The morning and the midday session were pretty choppy, and then late day you had rallies in IGC and rallies in NBEV. So those two stocks are on my watch list tomorrow. Also, ABIO is on my watch list. Nice strong day today, closing above $1. Broke above the 200-day moving average today. ABIO is on my watch list as well. And that's it. I hope to see a lot of you in chat tomorrow for TGG Tuesday. Again, guys, it's free. So come trade with me live. You guys, you get to see my screen. I share my screen with you. You see what I see. I'm on a live microphone. I talk to you guys through what I'm doing. Why I'm doing it, what I'm looking at, what I expect, and you guys get to follow along with all of my trades, as well as a lot of the other pro traders that we have in True Trading Group calling out their ideas and their analysis on the day. All right, so I'd love to see you guys in there. Again, go to TrueTradingGroup.com, top right-hand corner, TTG Tuesday. Click on that, register, and then I'll give you a link giving you access to the chat tomorrow. All right, so a nice day today overall. I got shaken out of a couple of positions, but still a nice little way to start the week. Look to build on top of that tomorrow. I'll see you guys in chat.